Today we're talking about one of the most luxurious cities near Boise, Idaho. I know you guys are gonna love this city. Let's talk about Eagle, Idaho. Let's check it out. Now guys, real quick, before we start talking about Eagle, Idaho, I always wanna make sure to offer you guys a free relocation guide, especially if you're thinking about moving to the Boise, Idaho area or any of the surrounding cities such as Eagle. So make sure you guys check out the video description below. Now let's talk about Eagle, Idaho and what is bringing so many people here. Now when we're talking about Eagle and where it is in comparison to Boise, Idaho, if we were to put a clock on Boise and show Eagle as well, it's probably gonna be sitting around that 10, maybe 11, kind of in between those analogs right there, but it is super close. It is the bordering city of Boise, and it is about a 20-minute drive from the heart of Boise, meaning downtown, to the heart of Eagle, which Eagle doesn't really have a downtown, just so you guys know. It's more of like it's just a really open, free range area. I mean, you have tons of new construction popping up. You have tons of just kind of older areas with acreage, with animals. I mean, it's just a great spot in general. So it has a mix of a little bit of everything. They also have some really gorgeous, beautiful golf courses. I don't know about you guys. I'm not a golf guy. At least I don't think I can, like, I don't think I'm that person that can hit a perfect, sub 100, on an 18-hole course, but I can go hang, I can go have a good time. But for those of you that are actually decent or do know how to play golf, man, you will absolutely love some of the golf courses that are here in Eagle. But not to get distracted and get away from what we're talking about, Eagle, Idaho as a whole is just absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. It just screams high end, high level. It has a really nice blend of luxury living while also maintaining some of the farm life, some of that nice free open air, stunning views. I mean, even the mountains you can see in Eagle, Idaho, just surrounding the area, absolutely gorgeous. And it doesn't feel restricted, or it doesn't feel like as busy as Boise, right? It is developing. Just to be transparent with you guys, it is growing, and there's a reason why. So like I said, we're gonna be giving you guys all the reasons as far as specifically what's bringing people to Eagle, but it is just absolutely stunning. So with that all being said, let's talk a little more specifically about Eagle, Idaho, what it has, pros, cons, the good, the bad, and also we're gonna do a walkthrough tour of a home at the end of this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right, now the first point we're gonna hit on is gonna be the lifestyle. Now when we're talking about lifestyle of Eagle, I mean, like I said, guys, you have a nice blend of both the luxury side of things as well as some of the agriculture. So great for farmers, great for young entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that are looking to retire or start new branches, franchise, all the good things in life that come with business. But I mean, in general, anyone that's just looking for open space and just a really strong, tight-knit community, that is exactly what Eagle is. I mean, with it being not a huge city, but a smaller based city, you still have great things like farmers markets, you have great outdoor recreation proximity. So you're gonna have the green belt, which is super close, the Boise River. You're gonna have so many different things that you're gonna be able to enjoy as far as outdoor, especially if you're someone that is moving to Idaho. You're probably already aware, or if you're not aware, then you should be aware. Idaho is huge when it comes to camping, it's huge when it comes to fishing and hunting and I mean, all the things that you could possibly imagine. I mean, for most people, even during the summer, if you're not someone that likes to be outside, you're probably gonna end up outside just enjoying some of the things that Idaho has to offer. For a majority of people, they move here because they love the proximity to the outdoors, they love the peacefulness, and they love the high-end just touches, the houses, the grocery stores, everything that's developing right now is attracting a ton of people. Now, the next reason why people are choosing Eagle, Idaho is going to be the location and privacy. So we talked about proximity to outdoor recreation, but also, it's tucked in between Star and Boise, which gives you a really good area as far as being away from the crowd, right? So you're not necessarily getting the traffic that Boise would get, or you're not gonna get necessarily the quietness that Star is gonna get you, but you have that perfect middle where it's busy enough and developed enough to where you can still go to the grocery store and not have to drive 20 minutes away as if you lived in Star, but also you're not gonna have to live, or you're also not gonna have to deal with the traffic or all the different things that are going on throughout the city or areas you gotta avoid because it's getting a little busier, anything like that in Eagle, which is really nice as well. Now I will say though, Eagle Road is a little busier. That is gonna be the main road that most people travel on. So, typically after work, which is gonna be around 4:30 to 6 o'clock, you're gonna see that road is pretty busy, or in the morning when people are traveling to work as well. But for the most part, I mean, as far as living situation wise, it's gonna be extremely quiet, it's gonna be extremely friendly, or you could be tucked away behind the foothills. The foothills is basically, if I were to show you, is just basically the hills that kind of wrap around the Boise River, which is absolutely stunning. And then you also are going to have some of the farmland, as I mentioned before, so you can always come out here, grow your crops, retire, have a good life, and just tend to your land. Or once again, you could get closer to the city and be closer to the hustle and bustle culture, which isn't too big here, but you could be closer to it if you live on the outskirts of Eagle, closer to Boise. Now, another big reason, now this is probably gonna be more important for families or people that are moving here to prepare for when they have families or just simply retire, is going to be the schools and the safety that Eagle offers. So Eagle is going to be part of the West Ada County School District, which if you guys haven't heard or haven't seen some of my previous videos, West Ada County School District actually had the best test scores as far as mathematics and English language arts last year in the entire state. So they were the best ranked there. They have tons of awards, tons of recognition, and they are some of the most competitive when it comes to athletics in the entire state. So I can say without a doubt, when it comes to schools or safety, you're definitely gonna love the Eagle area because you just know that you're going to be in a good place. Now, as far as what type of schools, you're going to have public schools, you're gonna have charter schools, you're gonna have private schools. So you're gonna have tons of options for your children. Now, obviously, dependent on the area that you live, the zip code, things of that nature, then you will be pushed into either A or B when it comes to which high school, middle school, or elementary they go to if they are gonna go public, or you have your choice of private schools as well. So depending on that and what you're looking for, I would definitely recommend do your research or reach out and we can at least guide you to which schools may be the best fit for what you're looking for. And then outside of that, you have safety. Guys, Idaho is probably the safest area that you can live in the country, and it is also ranked as one of the safest to live in the country as well. But here's why, and I'm gonna give you a personal example here. So for example, I am someone that tends to, for whatever reason, leave my garage doors open all the damn time. I don't know why I do it, I don't mean to do it, but in the probably 100 times that I have lived here over the last 10 years and almost never locked my garage door on accident or on purpose or whatever the case was at the time. I have never had anyone break in. I have never had anyone steal. I have always left my car doors open. No one's ever broken into my cars. Me personally, I have never had any type of situation where I've had to look over my shoulders or felt uncomfortable in the area. So as far as safety goes, you can't beat that peace of mind knowing that you're gonna be okay, especially in Eagle. It's just going to be one of those areas you just feel super safe. You're comfortable letting your kids go to the park. You're comfortable going out at night and not thinking about, oh my God, am I gonna get kidnapped or anything like that. It's just not like that. And mind you, I grew up in a rougher neighborhood. So growing up in a rougher neighborhood and then coming here, the difference is night and day. Like, I lived nearby Los Angeles. I lived in a rougher neighborhood in Kansas. Yes, I did grow up in Kansas for a little bit, but I never had to worry about anything. Now, so as far as safety goes, you're in good hands. As far as schools go, you're also in great hands. But let's talk about the next thing. But before I dive into the next thing real quick, I do want to mention I am a licensed real estate agent here in the Eagle and surrounding areas. So whether you're moving Boise, Meridian, Eagle, Star, wherever you are, I would love to help you guys as much as I love making these videos for you guys. So you'll see my contact information, both my cell phone, email, pause the video, reach out to me, call me, text me, email me. The more information you can give me about your situation, what you're looking to do, and how you're trying to accomplish it, I would love to be your guide and advisor for that. So with that being said, let's dive back into the video. All right, now that I told you guys that I'm the greatest real estate agent in the world out here in Eagle, we're gonna talk about the real estate market in Eagle, Idaho. So what does that look like for you if you're someone that is getting ready to consider buying an Eagle? Well, the market is going to start around a median price point on the higher end, just a fair warning. Luxury, higher end, nicer living, you're gonna have to pay for it, right? So as far as amenities, all that, it's gonna cost you a little bit on the housing side. So median price point in Eagle, Idaho, as of right now, is going to fluctuate between the high 700s and low 800s, and that's the median price point. So if you're looking for more luxury, you're probably gonna be in that 1.1 plus range. That's not to say that there's not gonna be homes you can find in Eagle for $500,000-$600,000, but so your dollar isn't gonna go as far as it would if you were looking in the Boise, Meridian, Nampa, Caldwell, or potentially even Star area. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at houses in Eagle. Now, I will say inventory-wise, Eagle is very, very tight. There's not a ton of supply right now or inventory in general, just because a lot of people love to live here, but the population is still relatively lower, especially when in comparison to Boise. You're looking at Boise with 250,000 plus people in population, and then you have Eagle, which is actually still under 100,000 in population. So significantly smaller city in comparison to, but with that, with as many people wanting to live here or move here and not having the options, it does drive the market a little bit, and it does cause for short inventory. So keep that in mind. Now, as far as negotiation, things like that, we'll talk about that if you are someone that is interested in moving to Eagle and how we strategize to make sure your offer stands out. But the more important thing here is that there are still options. There are still great homes being built. And today we're actually in a beautiful neighborhood, and we're gonna see if we can get you guys a full-blown tour. So let's go ahead and check out this home. All right, guys, so we are at the Kurara Estates. This is built by Toll Brothers. They are one of America's favorite luxury builders. but this home specifically is a part of the newest new construction homes that they're building. If you guys take a look behind me, you'll see they are building 85 homes in this community. It's gonna be absolutely stunning. Let's go check out this home. And before we walk in, you guys know I'm a sucker for garages that have that nice glass touch. I don't know what it is, it's my dream garage. It's always what it's been. I always have fallen in love with them, I love them. But moving on, we're gonna check out this beautiful house. Now, first thing first, you have these nice, gorgeous high doors. And as you walk into this home, you're gonna have not 8, not 9, you're gonna have 15-foot high ceilings. And I mean, guys, this house is absolutely stunning. They do so much. I had to get a cheat sheet from them to tell you guys exactly what to expect. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, we're now in this home. You have 15-foot high ceilings. Look at, oh my goodness. I don't know about you guys. Some of you guys are gonna like this touch right here. Some of you may not. Absolutely stunning. They did go above and beyond with this. This is just more so like a teaser with the ceilings, but you're gonna notice they did put the flooring style ceiling up there. And then you do have this great area. I mean, for those of you guys that are entrepreneurs, own a business, or just like a nice little office space, I mean, check this area out. It's just absolutely beautiful. Tons of space, super open. And I mean, they staged this very well. I mean, this makes me want to redesign my entire office as well. So with that being said, let's check out the front of the home. So as I mentioned earlier, as we're walking into the home, you have the great big doors. You're gonna have this gorgeous bedroom right here. They did decide to go with a workout themed room here, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what this could be, but I'm a meathead. I love this. Look at this, mirrors. Super important, by the way, when you're working out. I don't know what it is about people working out. They like looking at themselves. Some of you guys put your hoodies on, don't want to talk to nobody, but regardless, you work what you work for. So really beautiful setup that they did in here. Now check out this bathroom. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm a huge fan personally. I think the hexagon style flooring is my personal favorite. So this house has a lot of things that I personally really love. So maybe that's why I'm a big fan of it. You also have your granite counters and then beautiful tiled shower as well. Me personally, I'm not a subway tile person, but there's a lot of people that really just love that design nowadays. So really beautiful. Then you have this full walk-in closet. And I mean, it's super spacious. As you guys can see, we're pretty good distance away from you guys, but just really big features. Everything doesn't feel crammed into a house. It's really nice. Now, real quick, let's talk about the neighborhood before we show you guys the rest of this house. So what we have in the neighborhood, starting price-wise, is starting at $898,995. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath, and then 1.5 bath. So 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 3 to 4 garages, up to you. 1 story, but it is square feet wise, it starts at 2,946 all the way up to their biggest, which is going to be the Atworth. This one is 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms and a half, and then you also have 3 to 4 garages. Now you do have the option to get RV bay garages. Of course, we would talk about that and see what that looks like design wise, but 2 stories, and then square feet wise, 4,769 plus. That one starts at a price point of $1.2 million. So that is for the mid-century modern, but you guys have tons of options. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different options as far as what you can build out here. And guys, this neighborhood is going to be gorgeous. I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's finished. But moving forward, let's talk about the home. We haven't even been over here yet. This house is so spacious, so well laid out. You have another bathroom in here. Now this is just a half bath, so you're gonna have your typical, toilet and countertops, and then they did a nice little theme back there for the wall. And right next to it, you're gonna have our next bedroom. I don't have kids yet, but this is super cute. I personally really love this. I love the little teddy bear design. I mean, this is awesome, but you can see how spacious these bedrooms are. I mean, you have 2 beds in here, and then you also have this walk-in closet. Come check this out. Check out this pattern. This is really nice too. I actually might take a picture of this. But you have walk-in closet. Now this isn't the biggest closet, but it does have tons of space, especially for, if it is going to be like a kid's room or something of that nature, then you're gonna be more than well covered. Now, coming this way, you're going to have another bathroom. Now this is another full bath. You're gonna have your countertop, you're gonna have your sink, you're gonna have your toilet, and then of course, a really, really beautiful shower that is, you're gonna have the tile up from the tub. So really nice touches there. I just really like the style of this bed. Like, this is really, yeah. All right guys, so next you have bedroom number 3. Now this bedroom also has its own bathroom. It has its own walk-in closet, but you can kind of see the space for this one. This is probably the smallest bedroom in the house in comparison to the other ones that we viewed so far, but really nice walk-in closet. I don't want to hit on the same things too much, but as you guys can see, just really nice touches all around. Check out the garage room, let's see that. All right, walking through the home, look at this. I don't know if you guys have noticed how many chandeliers or light fixtures that we've walked by that look just like that, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's four fixtures looking just like that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Check this out. This actually is included with every single home, which is the fireplace and the mantle. Now, obviously, TV does not come with the home unless, I don't know, maybe you had a great real estate agent like myself. I might be able to make something happen. But regardless, I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. You can see how they have it set up. Really great touches. The shelving, I mean, it's just gorgeous, right? They just did it right. Now here, if you guys know, in some of our previous videos, we've talked about these sliding doors right here. Check these out. These are freaking amazing. Imagine a nice summer. You're just sitting here with the children or just yourself, some peace, some quiet, and you just want to just soak it all in. Now, obviously they're doing some construction work back here, so, you know, mind you, it is what it is right now, but they're putting in a fireplace. Now, that is not normal with homes, just so you guys know, more so just kind of give you guys ideas of what you could do with them. But I mean, this nice covered patio area here, it's absolutely beautiful. And the best part is, you guys actually, this house specifically is a little bit off the road. I mean, you do have the main road behind you, so no backdoor neighbors, but this area, this neighborhood is actually only about 10 minutes away from Eagle downtown, if even that. It might even be 5 minutes. I would have to run it through the GPS. But guys, I mean, as far as just this area, the sliding doors, the touches, everything's just, they just did it all at a very high level. So this is what you can expect when moving to Eagle. Not with every home, right? Every home has its own things that they got going on with it, but for the most part. Now, let's get into everybody's favorite part of the room, or part of the house, I should say, which is gonna be the kitchen. Now, guys, this island is, I mean, humongous. I mean, here's, let me see. Let me stand here. You guys can kind of get a grasp for it. I have a pretty big wingspan personally. I'm only 5'8", but wingspan wise, I mean, you have tons of space here. All granite, super, super gorgeous cabinetry, all soft close, mind you. You have tons of space. Come on, look at this. Tons of space, even under, on both sides of this island here. And then of course in front of the stove. And then here you do have a gas stove. You guys know if you're cooking, if it's not gas, it's not gonna be as good. Electric is nice, easy to clean, but gas is just the way to go in my personal opinion. Then you have your sink faucet, really nice, beautiful, nice big sink. Ooh, just make sure I don't mess it up. But you do have this nice big single hole. And then you do have upgraded appliances as well. So those are really nice as well. Now, on the other side, behind you, we're gonna have your wall oven and microwave. And then in here, you're gonna have your mudroom, which we all know mudrooms are a must because God knows if you have kids, they can just bring anything into the house. And then finally, the laundry room, which you guys love. Look how spacious this is. This is like everybody's dream right here. You just have this long, extended long laundry room and just tons of space. And then of course, it feels like you're not crowded in this little area trying to fold or trying to do all that. But this sink is included with every single laundry room. It may not be of this style specifically, dependent on the floor plan. And you know, obviously these are all kind of really nice touches. So before I get your hopes up, we'll just make sure to verify that this is exactly what is coming with the home. So let's keep moving. Now on this side, you're gonna have your dining area. They have these really beautiful dining set, but tons of space here. You do have your light fixtures and you do have your can recessed lights as well. Now on this side of the house, you do have your typical pantry on the right side here. And then on the opposite side, you're going to have the butler's pantry. So it does have the sink, it does have all the cabinetry space as well. So just a really nice touch. Everything just is done so well in this home. So I know I keep bragging, I'm saying, oh, it's really nice, it's really nice, it's my favorite. But they just do so well when building this home specific. You're just getting really great quality when they're finishing these homes and making sure that you're hooked up. So that is gonna be a model tour of this one specifically. Now guys, there are so many more neighborhoods, there's so many more other homes similar to this one, if not better as well. I mean guys, they have the Parade of Homes events going on, and I mean some of those homes are absolutely gorgeous, they're stunning, and we're gonna make sure to get as much content of those for you guys as possible, so you can check it out on our TikTok as well. If you don't follow me on TikTok, it is the same Idaho Realtor Nas on there. But this home specifically, guys, is just absolutely stunning. This is only one of the homes that are showcasing what is to come in the future in the neighborhood. Now you do have the opportunity to just kind of discuss, you know, what you want in the home in the design studio. So if you want certain types of cabinets, or if you want a certain type of flooring, if you want certain types of bathrooms, or you don't want certain things in the house, then that is all going to be done through the design studio, which is a great option. They may have some spec homes pop up as well that they may have ready to move in for you guys, but for the most part, those of you guys that have a little bit more time and do have some things that you want specifically in the home, this is going to be a great option for you to build your own home. But like I said guys, I mean they did absolutely great with this home, and I can only imagine what some of the other ones look like on the higher end side of things. And the bigger you go, I'm sure the more you will start to see and just be able to. All right guys, so that is the home, and I feel like we talked way more about this than probably I should have, but obviously I'm just very excited. I love it. I love what they did with this. It's very exciting to see a home like this, especially as it is a spotlight or showcase of what's to come with the neighborhood. So now let's talk about why people are picking luxury in Eagle. Now for many reasons, there's people of course coming from California, Washington, Oregon, New York, Texas. We have so many different people coming from so many different areas, but why this area specifically? Well, the first thing is going to be that property taxes are insanely cheaper than spots such as the ones that we mentioned. Now Texas has some really high property taxes, as well as California and some of the other states that we mentioned as well, but for the most part guys, taxes here are going to be significantly cheaper, and as well as the homeowner's exemption, which is really nice. So this is going to be a primary residence for some people, which means you guys will qualify for the homeowner exemption, which will knock off $125,000 of the assessed value and give you a little bit of chunks of money saved just by living on this home. So they won't tax you on that $125,000, and then you just pay the typical property taxes depending on, you know, what that looks like for that home. Next thing is going to be privacy, security, and views. I mean guys, this is going to be an absolutely gorgeous neighborhood as we talked about, but there's so many other neighborhoods that are also going to be gated. They're also going to have monstrous, I mean just monstrous amazing views of the mountains, the hills, of Boise River, of water. It's going to be maybe even potentially on golf courses. There's just so much that the Eagle area does have to offer, so that is another reason why people are picking luxury in Eagle, Idaho. And then finally, the last reason is going to be people that are maybe just retiring and looking for a place to call home without having to downsize their lifestyle. Eagle is significantly cheaper than some of the areas we mentioned, right? Like New York or New Jersey or California. Those areas are a lot more expensive to live in, but here in Eagle, you can get the same style, if not better luxury, and still be able to afford the lifestyle that you want while retired or even as a young entrepreneur. But it's just a lot cheaper to live in the area. It is higher for most people in here that currently live here locally when we're comparing it to Boise or Meridian, but marbles to marbles, it's going to be more expensive. But if we're comparing Boise or Idaho in general to another state, then it's going to be a huge difference as far as affordability goes with luxury. Once again guys, to reiterate, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the Eagle and surrounding areas, so regardless of the city you're looking for, I would love to be helping you guys as much as I love making these videos. So once again, just for you guys who didn't catch it the first time, you'll see my cell phone number as well as my email pop up on the screen. Call me, text me, email me. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube video, and if you press the notification bell at the top of the screen right there, you'll also be able to get notified whenever we make more amazing videos just like this. As always guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting me and being here and watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.